Welcome back, everyone. I'm Neonangel, and today we are going to be facing Sindragosa. Her special ability is Frost Breath, and she actually has several phases where she'll do this. At 20 health and at 10 health, she will freeze everything on the board permanently and then go to the next phase. After she reaches 10 health, she changes to Ice Claw as her special ability, and that allows her to do 2 damage. And special cards we're looking at are Block of Ice. Those are your permanently frozen minions if they're on the board. Chromatic Dragonkin, which we've seen many times before, and Unchained Magic, which is pretty devastating because it will do damage to you depending on how many spells you're holding in your hand. So you don't want to hold on to a lot of them or you're going to get hurt. And as far as the deck goes, the one that I used is pretty cheap. It's only 880 dust. And it's going to rely on weapons mostly. So Upgrade is a pretty important card that gives you more bang for your buck on your weapons. And I've got a lot of charge minions in here. You really don't want to have anything left out on the board whenever she changes phases, because it'll take up a spot permanently on the board. It's not real important if that does happen, but I try to avoid it whenever I can. So we'll go ahead and get started here today.
Victory or death!
You are a fool to come to this place.
When you mulligan, keeping weapons is absolutely fine because that's what you want anyway. You normally don't want to keep any spells. Occasionally I will hold on to an upgrade though if I have it in my opening hand. But for some reason Sindragosa is able to cheat, and she knows when you have spells in your hand. So she has Unchained Magic that she can cast, but she'll hold on to it until you actually have a spell. If you have a spell, I guarantee you she will cast it. Sometimes she will even see, here she goes. She'll do back-to-back ones. Sometimes she'll coin out one, and see, oh, here comes another one. Let's see if she hits me again. Yep, see, 3 in a row. She knows when you have a spell, so she can do a ton of damage, so don't hold on to anything if you can help it.
Choose your victims with care. The cold hand of death will claim you all.
Taste my steel,
Feel my master's limitless
Now, unfortunately, she gets to freeze everything before I'm able to kill something else with my charge minion there, the Wolf Rider. But that's okay. Not a big deal. You just don't want to have too many spots taken up on your board. Otherwise, you won't be able to put out any more minions. Now just go ahead and push her on over into the next phase.
No minions for Sindragosa to freeze. That's cold.
And she should be dead next turn as long as she doesn't have a taunt. Or it'll be one off actually. But she'll be dead next turn. So that is going to be win number 1 for me. And as usual, I'm going to go ahead and play through until I've won 5 games against her. So sit back and enjoy. Now I'm taking a risk holding on to multiple spells there. You really want to unload those as quickly as possible. Now that one was pretty close, but I still managed to get it. In fact, a lot of games you'll find are going to be like that. They're going to end up being where you're really low on health, and it's going to be awfully close, but you can usually just squeak by. The Twilight Guardians that she puts out are a real pain. Just getting through that taunt minion. Also, being that low on health really makes the Mortal Strikes nice. I think she's going to get me this time, though. I just got too close. If I had another turn, could have done it there. So that was my first loss. The chromatic dragonkins are a pain because any spells that you do have, I mean, you can't do anything with them as long as they're on the board. So you've got to deal with the dragonkins or it's just going to be a problem. See, it's great whenever you can transition her when you don't have anything on the board. And I haven't really run into a problem with that, as you've seen in the previous matches or previous games. I haven't really ran into trouble where I've had multiple minions on the board where it's going to be a problem. But it's good to sort of keep it tidy. And that is the 5th win. So I made it all the way through just with one loss there. And that one was pretty close, actually. She's not that bad of a fight. You've really just got to ignore her minions, just go for face, try and just go as quickly as you can because she will overwhelm you if you give her too much time. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.